TV, coming to you live from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus. Welcome to Front Row ESPORTS 2025 Truck Series. I'm at Martinsville, and these guys are getting something fierce on this short track tonight. When it comes to short tracking, we got a good field ahead of us here of 20 plus trucks in tonight's field. Oh my goodness. Be some carnage out there, tight track, short tracking, and I think this is going to be one of the first times that Front Row Truck Series has been on such a short track in general, in such a close proximity. We're about ready to see. So I think some sparks will be a flying, being it's going to be a night race, of course, and of course that sheet metal will be a flying off as well. But I'm excited for these guys. So far we've seen some pretty decent stuff in practice. These guys are warming up real nice. Like got ourselves a heat for race course. All this brought to you by Moser Racing, Truck Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course brought to you by Starlight. Stoked to have the board and bring you this awesome picture out there. So again, we are getting ourselves fired up here in just a few minutes. Drop these guys into queue. But in the meantime, let's look over the track map while we wait for to show up and forecast for tonight's race. Let's look over our race track tonight. Here we go. Location 340 Speedway Road, Ridgeway, Virginia. Open 1947. Yeah, you know this. OG Racing. I mean, this thing started. Oh my God. I mean, there's nothing here. Right? 0.526 mile. All right, on this thing. Let's get exact about it. And of course, it's wide, but you're looking for the bottom lane. You're looking, and it's really flat on these turns. You're looking at turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 12 degrees equaled up there. And of course, 0 degrees. We're talking flat pancake joker on these stretches. So we're going to come out into nothing and try to keep her set there. As we are looking at some trucks on track right now. See what these boys have ahead of them in tonight's race. So in our stages this year, okay, first switch, 200 laps in tonight's race. Short track should go pretty quick. Stage 1, lap 40, shoot and scoot, go get them. Stage 2, of course, lap 90, and stage 3, 110 laps. So again, they got something to work on coming into this thing. But let's look over our points and see exactly how these boys are standing in tonight's race. Justin Gain is still leading the way. Again, is doing pretty good work out there in consistency. Steven Johnson, you see the number of starts they've all had thus far. Johnson making most of them, and he's right there in that second position. Humphrey, he's chomping at the bit. All those, well, actually, looks like all the boys are pretty tied right there with that position. So for first, this is going to be a big fight right here in Martinsville, being a short track, close proximity. Just some hard fighting, hard braking, cornering. You got to keep your wits about you. There's some drivers by the time this one's done. You got Spencer and Wellman right there around out the top 5. Man, super stoked for that. But again, a good tight points battle going on for the 2025 Truck Series. When it comes to this year. Yeah, we're super stoked that these boys are, again, putting it all out there on the line, trying to really understand that this is a league and a season. So you got to be consistent on every single track, going course to short track to, and then super speed. All right, that just brings us over here. Bring us back to our second while I'm getting my shenanigans all squared away. That. There we go. So, yeah, this case shooting a little late though. We got Front Row ESPORTS and the Truck Series about ready to kick off here at Martinsville. 200 laps tonight, so there's going to be some tire wear. I know that the fighting line is going to be the bottom. These restarts are going to be crucial, right? What if you're on this outside line? What's going to happen in that second place? You can't get drifted all the way back. I mean, if it's nose and tail, nowhere to go because that outside line is not going to get that bite off. So the initial goal on these restarts is going to be get to that single file, line here and get organized out. Because after you get organized out, then you can start seeing your speeds out your truck, getting that consistency. That's the other thing is too, can we have enough tonight to get the consistency? Could be a lot of cautions out there on track this evening. It's a hard one. Horrible banking when it comes to how tight this track is. you seen right there the paper clip, right, in that track map. It's no joke. These things, it looks very, very similar into 3 and 4 as opposed to 1 and 2. But but they act a little differently. You have to set your truck up according to how you're going to enter and exit these turns, and of course all the traffic is going to be around. It's going to be amazing. I think we're going to have ourselves a pretty good fight in this matter. I mean, you've got 24 trucks registered in. I think that thus far, and we'll know this here as soon as we jump into queues. So we're going to monitor and get this thing going on here, which I believe should be starting in just a moment. Let's look and see who's fast on track. Tanner Mars up there at the top. Well, maybe close to. I think he is. Oh, close. Nice, buddy. Nice. So again, we are getting ready to drop over in tonight's qualifying efforts. And I'll just make sure all my... Yes, okay, we are good to go there. All right, roger that. Everyone, I'm going to go drop us into tonight's national anthem. Stick with us. We'll be back here in just a moment for the drop of the green flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Race fans, welcome to Front Row Esports 2025 Truck Series at Martinsville. Got ourselves short track ahead of us here, tie combat. It is going to get, I think, a little rough out there, but I think it should be a lot of fun. Let's see if Dylan Banks has made it to the show. Mr. Banks, you got a copy of Chris Williams here in the booth.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, there he is. All right, man. Well, you missed all the shenanigans and the fun stuff in the beginning. You got a copy?
There.
Oh, there you go.
I do.
All right. All right. So looks like we are getting ready to rock and roll this evening. My man, we got Dylan Banks going to be joining us in for the festivities. We are looking for the qualifying efforts here. I'm just checking my sound. Give me one moment. All right. I think we are looking good here. In there. And everywhere. So, again, we have just a few more minutes, I believe, for the clock to tick out here. Let's look over our stage information as we have, again, 200 laps in tonight's race. Stage 1, lap 40, stage 2, lap 90. Stage 3 is going to be 110 laps. Look over there, you got your stage lap counter in the top right, so we don't forget in that matter, of course. But yeah, we got ourselves a little bit of decent race, decent fight. These guys they're all sitting on fixed trucks tonight, fixed setups. So everything's going to be the same there. It's going to be, driver run style of a run here. And when it comes to their tire wear, 4 sets of tires, I believe. And then their fuel econ's going to be about 50 to 60 laps when it comes to seeing get some more go-go juice in this thing. So don't know if we're going to have that long green flag run. Could possibly happen. What do you think there, Dylan?
Yeah, definitely. We got some. I just want to say, first of all, sorry for my appearance. I know I'm not dressed up today.
Oh, we have brought the camera. No worries.
Oh yeah, washing machines broke down, so got a lot of dirty clothes and stuff that we haven't washed and all. So I apologize for the appearance, but I will say I'm excited, Tron. We got some new guys in the field tonight. A bunch of new guys in the field tonight. Love to see it. I can't wait for them to go put on the show as everybody else here. It's gonna be a good show tonight, buddy.
Yeah,
Viewers are in for a treat.
Yeah, what about that though? We got those. Oop, there he is. There's old Dylan Banks there. I found the camera button. Now you can give it away. Nice, buddy. Nice. But yeah, how about all that that's going to be going on with these some new guys dropping into the field? I mean, what a track to do so, right? Really going to test. There we go. Qualifying is upon us here. There's our results. Bringing them up. We are looking as. There we go. Come here. There it is. Mr. Tanner Marr sitting on the pole. Good job, my man. He's going to be a little bit of him and Kyle Wellman, both pretty tough cats out here in the truck series for Martinsville especially. So let me get my camera work going on and see if I can bust out some trucks here. As I believe, yes, everybody is gridding. Zoom in. Nope, that one's not working. Anyways, all right, so we're going to go over Tanner Marr. Of course, sitting on pole, Kyle Wellman, P2. Nice, in that 42. You got Alex Harrison, the 74, third position. Fourth going to go to the 30 of Justin Gain. The 01 of Chris Cummings in that fifth position, round out your top fiver. Caleb Gordon in the 54, sixth position. Brian Beach in the 25, he's in that seventh position. Look for the 11 truck of Tyler Curry in that eighth spot. P9 going to go to the 75 of Stoney Benfield. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be Mr. Steve Johnson in that number 1 truck. 77 truck, Matt Jones in that 11th position. Following right around there with them is going to be that 12. That 12th position is going to be 67 of Nicholas Lamb. Larry Bell in the 43, 13th position. Riley Bennett in the 24 truck in that 14th. 15th position going to go to the 16 of Lucas Lewis. Tom Freitas in the 32 is in that 16th position. Brian Zimmerman in the 28, 17th. Chris Spencer in the 62. He is in that 18th position. Dylan Blankenship in the 99, 19th position. Got Chummy Miller in the 8 truck. He's in that 20th position. Dustin Lamb in the 00. We're going to call him Donuts this evening. Mr. Donuts going to be rounding out the rear of the field, but with some good company of Hunter Lagunas in the 27. In the 22nd position, Austin Mitchell, I believe, and Daniel Rupik Jr. Will be in that bottom, that last 10 here. So let me try to scroll through. And there we go. Yeah, so that's going to round out your field for this evening. 24 of these bad dog trucks going to be ready to take the green. Super stoked. Oh, there we are. All right, Mr. Tanner Marr leading the way. What do you think there, Dylan? Do you think we're going to be clean and green in the beginning, or is it going to be dicey right off the bat?
It's going to be dicey right off the bat, buddy.
Right.
You already know it's Martinsville, baby. It's honestly my favorite track that we go to on the circuit. Man, Martinsville just brings the chaos out, dude. I think it's going to be beating and banging. I think it's going to be laying the bumpers, but it's going to be a fantastic race. I cannot wait for the viewers and myself to see this race. It's going to be a blast.
Well, I'm curious to see, how hard is that driver going to, fight his way to the inside to that preferred groove, right? I mean, is there going to be some give and take? Can these trucks run that outside line and maybe gain something out there because everyone's going to the bottom? There's some different strategies to be had, and we're about to find out how this is going to kick off here. All right, everyone, welcome to the 2025 green. Truck Series. We are green at Martinsville.
Let's go, John. Oh, we got some chaos already in the mid-pack. Spinning tires.
Oh, and I believe so, but Tanner Marr off to a very fine start here, but he does have good company. The 42 is going to remain in that second position. Alex Harris, Justin Gain, all these guys lining up at your second 2x2. Ooh, and into the fence goes maybe the 25 or so of Brian Beach. No, that's the 11 scratched out of Tyler. That's Tyler Curley got a good piece of the fence in the start of this thing as a 25.
Oh, we got wrecking.
Oh, we got big wrecking behind him. Ooh, all stacked up. Parking lot. Oh, the ones involved, the Johnson, he's out there. Oh, is that the one? No, that's the 16 of Lewis. He's going to go down the access road. Smart thinking there. But we got a lot of trucks involved here. Not sure exactly how it's shaped up, but that is the problem with these small tracks, is that the checkup and energy level is just so severe.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Jones and Nicholas Lamb. Looks like a little bit of net code maybe. Oh no, looks like Nicholas Lamb got in from off the corner.
Showing here, what do you see?
Yeah, I see off the corner Nicholas Lamb getting into, looks like Matt Jones off the corner, and it just stacked everybody up because Martinsville, there's nowhere to go. And it showed.
Looking at Matt Jones. So he went underneath, so the 67 is going to go underneath, get a piece of Jones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that right rear. So just a check up. Jones goes high, doors open, and the 676's door into it. But because of that checkup, this all triggers the 99. Looks like the 0 or 16, the 43. All these guys get involved here. So the incident happens in front of them, but these guys get the worst of it. You see the donuts and the 8 with the 32 getting checked up properly, and the 62 as these guys all whoa and slow it up. Get it all spun back around. So insta caution, right? We kind of got a feeling that was going to happen, but you know, and again, that's just that trigger effect of shooting back and then paving up, and you know, I'm sure the 67 was a little aggressive on that, but you have to be here, right? And that's why it's super important that you keep that door shut on that bottom lane. Let's look over. Sorry, I was going to go over it one more time and see if we can get to a better view of the matter. So it wasn't donut, it was... So see the one here. We're riding on board the 77. 77's, so he came in a little hot there, had the doors open. He got to the outside of the one. Yeah, it'll happen that fast, everyone. Oh, we're back green. That was quick.
Caution, yellow flag.
Or are we back caution again? What the? Now I'm confused. What do you got there?
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of trouble out of 3 and 4.
I was just kind of going over the wreck one more time, and we went green again, and we're back under caution. So looks like it's going to be a Zimmy, Lamb, and Miller incident here, I believe. Or is this an old deal? So everyone's getting caught back up. I don't know. I'm confused. Ever so slightly. So this rough start for the 2025. Okay, so that's old right there. So let me see.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a Brian Zimmerman. What do you have?
Yeah, it looks like the 54.
54.
Of 54 of Caleb Gordon maybe braked a little late getting into the corner and drove into the 74.
There we go.
Yeah, it looks like he got to the 74, and it just caused chaos from that point on.
Okay, so we have the restart here coming after the green flag. So a big bump to the 54 to Oh, man. And then up and, ooh, Jesus, that just junked up pretty much half the field right there. I mean, we have backup trucks and everything, but that was just definitely some big sparks of flying, and we're not even barely 10 laps into this thing. Wow. So let's try to jump back just a minute on the 54 here as we see the restart. Slow it down so I can try to get ahead of this thing. There we go. Up the speed here. Oh, just sends the... Ooh. So he just maybe forgot to whoa and slow it up. I'm not sure. Okay, so here we go. Oh yeah, he just he forgot we were turning. Yeah, we gotta turn left there. All right, we're gonna shape it up again. Here we go. This is intense. Ford truck and Tanner Marr and the 42 of Kyle Wellman still leading the way. Back half of the field. There we go. Now we're up to speed. Justin Gain underneath the 42, 30, making some advancement. Tony Benfield. Tyler Curry in the 11. Oh, one of Chris Cummings. Someone else is around the list. That's Donuts. Donuts is around. No, Dustin Lamb. Contact there. More carnage happening here in tonight's race. Pausing it down, we're going to slow this chaotic scene so we can try to get our handle on it. As these guys are, we see just a bobbing and weaving in the back. Got guys going to throw it in here. So here comes the 00. Oh, looks like he's sideways. Oh yeah, he is sideways. So he looked like he got a little heavy rear brake on that thing. Truck comes around. 77 is going to get back involved again. Ouch, my man. Hopefully he's still on that first truck that he was trying to manage here as the 00 backs up into traffic. But that checkup then continues on with the 60 or the 92. Oh my goodness. 74, he gets by. But the 72, I believe, all up involved. Bunch of cats, man. Not even a chance to get us a... So that was just a product of one truck going around. In traffic, of course. Tanner Marr, Ford truck, still leading the way. Justin Gain in the 30, second position now. Kyle Wellman, I think he's going to be a little more thrilled about that because now he's going to be on the inside. But again, it's just going to be a trade and back and forth positions between the top five. I mean, so for me, if I was up the top five, I'd be working that chat best I can, trying to negotiate something to keep me up here. You know, let me give you a spot so you can jump down in line so we can keep this flow, flowing forward, giving these guys a chance to race behind us. That's the most important thing about being in that lead pack is you got to get off to a really good start to give these guys a chance to get up to speed and get separated a bit. If they get checked up at the one little bit up here toward the front, then all that is going to trickle all the way back through the field. And then that's going to end up back here with Blankenship's lap, Brian Zimmerman's lap in the 28, Caleb Gordon in the 54, Bell. These guys have all been in it a few times now. So Matt Jones still holding steady as we're going to go green one more time here at Martinsville.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Tanner Marr, I mean, he just fires off like a rocket. He gets off to a jump and he's just gone.
Yeah, you need
that's second place, like a half second back already.
Side by side, still battle for the second place positions. That's an important position in the 16 of Lucas Lewis has rebounded as now finding himself in the top five, but utilizing this outside lane. But how long is it going to hold? Keeping that 01 of Chris Cummings pinched down. You're still side by side
further back in the field, the one truck of Steve Johnson. He's looking for that open door. He's going to try to rotate the O car, or the O truck, the 16 of Lucas. They're going to try to rotate him back just ever so slightly. He gets in position now. These guys are going to get single file. Got Joey Miller rising up and Brian Beach. Both these guys are trying to line up here. We got a dive move happening by the 11 of Tyler Curry. Curry going to go for the 11th position, the 99 of Dylan Blankenship. Ooh, some door banging right there, but that just let him know he's there. Red Bull here, I know he's had some of that, and I've had plenty of it. Give you some wings, let's go, baby.
Yeah, you go back there to the back of the pack there, Tron. These guys are trying to get around to the 77 of Matt Jones. He has got major damage on the front end. Huge damage.
Copy that. We're looking into 77 of Jones. He has a couple trucks backed up behind him. That's going to be the 30. Oh, that's the 32. 32 of Tom. And, we got somebody. Oh, no, I thought somebody was possibly around. Just watching my clickers and making sure we're going to keep us on track here, as everything has conveyor belt around, right? We got everyone single file, so we're gonna start seeing that coming and going. We're hoping, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially at the restarts, everybody's jockling for positions at that point. I mean, you got to go when you get the chance. So, I mean, I don't blame these guys not one bit for trying to get spots on the restart, because that's the best time to get spots is on the restart. So, but as we go on a run, it will get more single filed out, and it'll show who's really good on the long runs.
Yeah, but that's where it comes down to, is the juice worth the squeeze? I mean, is it worth damaging your truck or chucking up the entire field, as opposed to, getting a few positions? So that's
absolutely,
because look at this, as now that it's went green, it has separated itself out. You're going to start seeing the trucks, seeing the drivers for who they are and how they can maneuver. And we're seeing Johnson moving up forward. Now going to take positions. Oh, there goes the one Chris Cummings stepping out. And we got a yellow. Oh, dang it. Just as we started to get into rhythm here, trucks were getting picked off. 01 just kind of, he's seen that pressure coming from Johnson. And, he basically sent it in there a little too much and stepped that thing around. We'll look it over one more time, as we were right there on that action.
Yes, it looks like the 01.
He loose off right there out of 2 into the wall there. So he's already overdriving the truck. He was into the fence too, which already upset that truck in the beginning on the entry. So that thing was going to be not happy going through the center, and that leaves him going around. Tanner Marsh still leading the way. So normally this could be a really fast race, quick. You got to be more like it feels like one of those telethon or one of the auctioneers when it comes to short track racing, if it gets done properly. I mean, we got to call this stuff out quick, because it can happen so fast.
Yeah, it happens so quick.
Yep.
It happens. I didn't even know they were wrecking.
All right.
I mean, there's so much action everywhere, all over the track. Front, back, middle. It's great.
Yeah, as a broadcaster, we got to shift gears. It really do. We need broadcasting, we shift gears. So this is a different style. It's like it takes me a second. That's why I always like having the trucks. Not like I want to give anything less to the trucks, but I do want to give the best show to the Cup, of course. So I like to iron out all my stuff and get into that shifting of my gear ratios for short tracking, right? Quick, gotta be on it. Oh, dude, I'm on it. It's awesome when it's flowing, but when it's wreck after wreck, you can get confused in a heartbeat.
It is. But I want to add on, Tron. I mean, we got some new faces up here in the top 10. New faces. Stoney Benfield, Lucas Lewis, a bunch of guys back here. New faces. Even Tyler Curley up in the top 10. Some new guys and new faces up in the front. I mean, just love to see it, man. Right. It's awesome.
Look at this. Let's look at this cat right here. Benfield, huh? So you're looking at Stoney Benfield. Like it. He is in the 74 truck. And let's see, where is this guy from? He's North Carolina guy. All right. Yeah, but he is about that Ford though. So, okay, all right. So the struggle will be real as we are going green once again. one of Steven Johnson trying to pick off that 75 as he's has the door open on the outside due to that restart. 30 of gain, trying to maintain with the one all over his bumper. We got
we got
the 99 around a 25. The Donuts 00. He's in it. His donuts get all squished up there. 77's around one more time. Alex Harris is around. Blankenship, I think he gets out of that, but you name it. The 32, I think, is involved. No, maybe he made it around. Let's see what happened here. These restarts, man, it's just super difficult for them all to get going. I see a bunch of trucks involved here. Let's go to Brian Zimmerman. He's like the middle one lit up in all this, so I'll just go for the middle guy, and see where we land. So I think it is. Oh, no, okay, so the restart again. This happens right after the restart. Let's go forward a little bit. 1 second. So Zimmerman, he's going to dip high to the outside, knowing that something's going to hold it down. So I don't know. That's probably not the angle we're looking for. Let's go to the 00 of Dustin Lamb. Oh, there it is, the 99. 99, big time involved there. See his truck get lifted up here. Dylan Blankenship. So we'll rewind it from the 99's perspective as we got just a heap of truck. Slowing it down. Let's try to get a little closer in on the battle here. 25 gets a hold of the 99 is on exit a little bit. Yeah, it's slight contact, nothing fierce. Here's the 8 outside. Oh, 8. 8 checks out because it's 67, maybe? Let's see here. $67 outside. Oh, 67 gets loose. And then 8 checks up, and then it just creates that. There's where it happened. So 67 just got loose on exit and checked up that entire field. Man.
I'm back, Mr. John. I'm sorry. I had to give some
hard check up
and stuff out. Yeah, that was a bad one. Looks like the 54 got in the left rear and caused a big checkup, man. Just one of them things, man. Martinsville short tracks. These checkups, they cause big wrecks. There's just nowhere to go.
Right, and honestly, a lot of this has been happening because trucks just be getting loose. They sit 6, 7 getting loose, and then guys lifting. Other guys don't see him behind there, and then it's just bam, 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 bam. All right, here we go. We're gonna go green once again.
Green flag.
Tanner Marr still leading the way. Kyle Wellman in that second position. He's going to get a hole. Good launch there by the lead guys. Little stack up and check up there in that second, third, fourth position. Side-by-side battle for the 75 and the 30 at Justin Gain. The one of Steve Johnson is going to hold on to that bottom. He's going to try to get past that 75. Does so with the help, well, not really the help of, but in tow of Tyler Curry. He's going to go to the inside. 75's desperately searching for the inside line. Finally gets it. Now it's going to stick out the 16 of where is it stick out? Lucas Lewis is on the outside. Sticks him out to the outside. So that's not going to be no bueno. The 54 of Caleb and now the 67 of Lamb. They're going to rotate and try to get everybody finally in line to get us just to back under caution as stage 1 is almost done. And that is what will happen. So this could bring up another thing. How much tire wear do you really think I have on my truck with the minimal amount of laps ran green? It could, I don't know. There's a lot of different strategies to be had here. Get those stage points, maybe stay out. Again.
Oh, we got somebody going around. The 32.
We got a yellow flag out. Oh, man, I'm just going to. That is a bummer. That is going to be the 32 and the 77. Jones back in again. Dustin Lamb, Miller, All those guys look like they're involved. Let's go to the 32.
Yeah, it looked like you just lost it going in the corner and caused a stack up there on the bottom.
32. Got him on an eyeball here. He does. Loses it. Goes around. Then he comes down in front of the 77 and the 00. Oh, man. Man, Donuts is getting dipped all kinds this evening. As that will bring us out and bring us to stage 1. So as we are under caution, let's get this out of the way here. There we go. Okay, so top 10. You'll be seeing 4 points. Going to be Tanner Marr in the 4 truck, 42 of Kyle Wellman in that second position. The 30 truck of Justin Gann in the 3rd position. 4th position, the 1 of Steve Johnson. Rounding out your top 5 is going to be 11 of Tyler Curry. 6th position going to go to the 75 of Stoney Benfield. 7th is the 54 of Caleb Gordon. 8th is Nicholas Lamb in the 67. 9th, Lucas Lewis in the 16. And the 74 of Alex Harris, rounding out your top 10 for points.
I will bring up Mr. Tanner Marr as stage winner if you want.
All right, go, Mr. Tanner Marr, we got.
Hold on 1 second.
The gauntlet rule book, and I never looked at it.
Mr. Tanner Marr, I got Chris Walhamus and Dylan Banks here in the booth. Got a copy.
I got you, boss.
Hey, buddy, congratulations on your stage win. And, man, I mean, it seems to be a little rough out there for the start of this thing, but nice and easy for you in the front.
Yeah, it's smooth sailing up here, Tron, but you know how Martinsville is, right? It's going to be a few wrecks to start out with. I'm expecting the competition to heat up a lot more now with the stage 2 about to start. I'm just hoping we can keep the truck in one piece, keep it underneath us, and at least escape out of here with a top 5 finish. That'd be a good night for us.
Heck yeah, you're looking really good, putting it on pole, leading the way all the way through and through. How's tire wear real quick before I let you out of here?
It's kind of hard to tell right now with the yellows we've had. It's hard to really gauge. I'm hoping with this stage 2, hopefully we can get a 10, 15 lap run, and we'll really know then for certain what the tires are going to be like. But for right now, they feel good.
Absolutely. All right, you got anything for him, Dylan?
I was just going to say, you're looking good out there, buddy, as always. Mr. Tanner Marr he's the goat on short tracks, people. I don't know if y'all know that, but he's a goat. But
yeah, his
good luck, Mr. Tanner.
Yeah, his forte. All right, buddy, good luck. Here we go, going back ring once again. All right, everyone, Mr. Tanner Marr, stage 1 winner. We're going to go to stage 2.
Green flag, green flag.
And it's about to get nasty, he said.
Yes, it is.
All right, decent start thus far, but I'm trying to hold my breath as the front 5 are lining up, but we do have, contact on the 25 is around. Ryan Beach stacks him up, the 01, the 8, and the 77. Ooh, no, actually, I think the 77 may have got the checkup in time as, wow, we are under caution once again. And give me one moment here as we try to rewind that one back. Yellow flag here. Let's look over this. So we're looking at the checkup here.
It looks like it all started with the 0 truck of Lucas Lewis. He got into the 67 off of 3 and 4, and it looks like it just caused a big pile up there.
Oh, got you. Yeah, these guys just trying to get checked up in time. That's his number. There it is. So his numbers, it's wrong on here, then up there. So anyways, but yeah, Lucas Lewis in the 16. There it is. Oh, let's I don't know. Checked everybody up. All right, anyways, folks, we're going to take a quick break, get these guys squared up, and be back here for another shot at stage 2 green flag.
There's something wrong.
orders are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
All right, welcome back, everyone. We got stage 2 about ready to go green one more time, hopefully.
Green flag, green flag.
Tanner Marr leading the way, single file restart for this go around, and hopefully that is going to help us out. Still single file, everyone playing along. We do got some movement happening here between the 74 Alex Herrick. Looks like he's going to go low. Yes, he does. Fights on between Riley Bennett and the 20. I'm sorry, scratch that. 43 of Larry Bell on the outside. 24 is looking to get in the middle of this one. So single file restart. Let's see what this does with the field here. It does seem like it is helping, allowing these guys to single file this thing up, and it does. We will take that opportunity if it does show its face that it needs to be happening here, is to single file this track up and let these guys, stop with the, aggressive restarts and let them get up and get to racing.
100%. One guy I'm keeping an eye on, Tron, is the 30 of Justin Gann. He went in, I think, got a set of tires. Oh, so we got wrecking in the back.
Oh my goodness! 25 of Brian Beach back around again. Chris Cummings, I believe, is involved. He was around earlier. Self-spinner. But we have another caution out.
Yeah,
okay, so let's...
It was like Christopher Cummings just lost it coming into turn 1 and 2 right there.
Oh, let's go to him then.
Wait,
That's the same story for 01. I think he may have got a little loose there as well before. Yep. Loose there, takes it out to no man's land, brings it around. And then
somebody else lost it as well, though.
Wow. Yeah, because I've seen the 25s involved in something. So he was around, I know that. Yeah, right here. In front of him. So somebody else was looking loose. Oh, the 25 goes around as well. And then somebody goes up to ouch. Get a hold of him. Oh, that's 67 back involved again. And some of these guys just can't stay out of it. I mean, I hate that. I hate those nights. So we're back on caution one more time. Really looking for a decent. It doesn't really, it doesn't seem like it's mattering much on the double file or single file restarts. Well, I guess because it seems like we're plagued with a few trucks that are losing it on their own, and that's
it looks like about the cell spin, Sean. That's what it looks like. It's a bunch of cell spins. It looks like people just getting into the corner a little too hot and then spinning out.
Yeah, that's and you'd think it'd be a different style or a different theory to this of trucks, getting too racy, getting in there, putting a bumper to them, But this has been complete opposite. I mean, how do we combat that? How do you combat that as a driver? How would you combat it as a driver? I mean, if you're out there loose, you're out of shape, you're trying to make pace, what would you do different?
Oh man, well, that's not much you can do, honestly. Like with all these yellows and stuff, there's really not any chance for a long run. So it's kind of like you gotta go on the restarts and get what you can then. Because I mean, other than that, it looks like a bunch of cautions, and it's causing chaos.
Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, if I'm in the back, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna change my peripheral vision. I'm gonna change. Oh, we go again. 74 around. Alex Harris around, and we got a stack up. Oh
Caution,
no.
Yellow flag.
So 72 goes around. We're gonna see this one right here, and then this one looks pretty self-explanatory. Maybe we might have contact here on this one. Here comes a 16 down low. That may have been contact there. 16 going underneath the 74, and then you got other guys just trying to make their way around. So, all right. Well, we're gonna take ourselves a break. Be back here in just a moment. Stick with us. We're trying. We're trying.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, we'll never.
My rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young.
Never break the chain.
You plus him, boom, I got a team.
I can still.
When was the last time you won a race? Sunday, Daytona? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One. Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's such a prick. He's quick though.
If you had any constructive criticism for each other, what would it be?
Don't be such an dickhead. That was constructive.
Wow.
Did you win something? There's 20 other drivers still out on that track. Do you think any of them respect us?
They're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
If the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life, man. 1,000 times.
I'm offering you an open seat in Formula One. The only place you could say, if you win, you are the absolute best in the world.
Never break the chain.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are green once again. And let's make sure we're staying that way. Tanner Marr still leading the way, 42 of Kyle Woman, second place, 11 truck of Tyler Curry, now third position. Steve Johnson in that fourth position, but we do have a battle going for the second and third position.
Yeah, we do.
Underway, 42.
The yellow flag.
Oh, wrecking again.
Yeah. One more time. All right, let's see who is in this one. Come on. We got Caleb Gordon involved, and it looks like a Brian Beach lit up on my screen. Let's look it over. So side-by-side battle. Whoa! So it does look as if that's going to be on the 25 of Beach as he went high, way high, outside the groove high, and try to bring that thing back, as you'll see here. And then looks like he's going to lose the tail, lose the nose. Definitely lost the direction of the truck. And that's going to shoot down into, boom! Oh, we got a little fence action there. 54 gets blindsided. Caleb Gordon right into the checked inside fence. Boom!
He had nowhere to go.
No!
It was like the 25, Brian Beach. He just lost it off the corner, and
Yeah.
it just went sideways, and he got into the 54. Yeah, he just lost it.
So I'm
I think
seeing.
snap, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing here, possible overdriving in on the air entries here, which making your corner rotation and exit, dang near impossible. And I just see they're seeing all this extra room and gapping, and now they're like, oh, I can, you're not hitting your marks anymore. Which again, that's what I believe needs to happen out here. Just guys need to look up, look for that mark that they have set, on the wall more, and use that peripheral vision. That's something that I don't think drivers. I mean, you have to do a lot here in this truck. So we'll take a right out. Here's Jones. Get a hold of Jones and look at this thing. Try to get inside the truck here. Yeah, here we go. So we're inside the truck, and we're gonna look around. And you see that big, huge, high rear spoiler. Very difficult to see over when you're this low inside this thing. Wrong one there. But you get my drift though, right? I mean, so you have to look up past that. You got to look up into turn 1 now. That's where I'm looking. I'm looking way up there. I already know this guy's in front of me. I get it. But you want to look way up, way quick. See where the energy is heading. If it's checking up, then
Green flag.
we're gone. We are out of here. Once again, so Tanner Marr just going to have to just be a master of restarts this evening, as there really isn't anything anyone can do in the beginning. Oh, Tanner Marr now finally sweeping high there, left the door open. Thank goodness the 11 was not there, but Tyler Curry is in a hurry to take over the lead, noting that there's a lot of cautions to be had. You get out here, you're solid. You look good right now. Curry's moving his way up to second position. Kyle Wellman now the third. Steve Johnson holding on to that top 5, fourth position. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Stoney Benfield in the 75. He's been showing himself has a good speed now. Hot Rod along with
here we go, battle for the lead.
Uh-oh.
It's heating up.
Tanner Marr under fire by the 11. Gurley has definitely had his Red Bull. He making that thing looking to go flying right now.
Yeah, he got wings, buddy.
Yeah, he gonna make it fly. Let's go. So he's got a lot of speed through center rotation. He's going to look for the outside. He's going to look for the inside. He's going to cross him over. He's there. He's got the line. Oh, contact on exit. Battle for the race lead. Ford truck on the outside. Door is open.
Oh.
He's going to get back to the bottom. New race leader, Tyler Curry.
Yeah, we got some.
Really?
We got wrecking again.
Oh, no.
Somebody's wrecking in the back. No caution though.
Looking. New race leader. He's looking to capitalize. Everyone is still pointing the right direction. Zimmerman is around, well, he's a little slow it off. So maybe it had something to do with the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. But Tyler Curry in the 11 truck, now your race leader, followed in close kind of proximity, but fading ever so slightly is Tanner Marr in the 4, along with the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Now I wonder if any of these guys, if everyone's still on the same tires, or what's happening here, but the same program. I mean, but right now it seems as
we got yellow
under caution. Dang it!
Looks like
Ryan Beach at the 25. I'm just gonna take a guess.
Yep. Looks like Brian Beach lost it. Oh, coming into the entrance of 1 and 2.
Beat up.
Is loose. Yes, it is.
And then, the 62 gets a piece of that. So yeah, that orange is definitely done. Man, that's unfortunate. So we're back under caution once again. Another truck going around. So that brings up something worthwhile of asking. What's the DQ limit on your
It's 27X. So they've got
27.
27X. Yes, because it's the shorter track.
Right.
Under a mile, you get more incident points allowances for short tracks. Yeah, it looks like that's his second cause of caution tonight. So I think that's a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, well, that's not just his second cause. I mean, we've seen him involved in more than that. I've counted. Yeah, 4 or 5 of them now so far. So that's why I'm curious on where are these drivers paying attention to that as well. So for any of you non-iRacers out there, let's bring you up to speed. Okay, so you not only do you have an I rating of points that you get and lose for positions gained and lost out there on track, but you also have a safety rating. And that safety rating is how many times you hit something out there on track, including another truck or car. So basically, the I rating points do not apply in a league aspect, and neither does a safety, but we still get marks on that safety, so we can still monitor all that. And we can still set those DQ limits. So if you basically cross that, ejecto seat cars. As we're about ready to go green, once again, now Tanner Marr is faced with something he has yet to see this evening, which is that outside lane on a restart. Let's see how he's going to manhandle this thing. As man, I'd like to see some green flag runs. I mean, these restarts are exciting. Yes, they are. But hey, right? All right, let's make sure we're live. We are good. Okay, Tyler Curley with the
green flag.
The jump on the start. Good job. Great launch by the 11 truck, the 42 of Wellman following in suit. And the 4 truck's going to go wide and high to the outside with the 1 of Steve Johnson slowly but methodically working his way forward. He gives a lift, lets that 4 in there. He's going to work along with them, trying to keep this top 5 in order. Keep these fast trucks up here. Smart thinking.
That 75 is Stoney Benfield right here on the restart. He spun his tire real bad and caused a little checkup behind him. That's a big little checkup. These cold tires, and you get caution after caution.
Contact!
No heat in the tires.
74 and 77 going door to door right now. 74 got a piece of the fence. Just ever so slightly saw some sparks fly out of that one. Ooh, maybe again, almost close to the 54, close to a self-clear, but makes it, throws it in there, loses it, comes around, and caution's out. Oh, Alex Harris we were watching that one unfold, so we seen all of it happen there. He was just being pressured, and some of these drivers who are having some struggles here at Martinsville and putting in some, he's in that outside lane. So he's overdriving this truck already to try to get in front of the 54, sends it in there too hard. He walks that thing, goes around, and then just kind of goes for the correction. And but he keeps it out of the fence more or less. A little damage there to the right rear, but I think he should be okay. Man.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's look over. Tyler Curley, the 11 Red Bull machine, still leading the way. 84 laps out of tonight's race. We have 5 laps left remaining in stage. So this is going to be a short shoot and scoot, sip and dip, no problems.
That's it. Will. Scoop,
that's it.
Boot, scoot, boogie.
Yeah, that's it, baby. Dude. So I mean, this is gonna now. I mean, I can accept a little bit of bumping and stuff and rubbing, but not now. Not a lot of these trucks don't have anything left, for points up in the top 10. But I want to see these top 5, play along, right? Because they're really, and look at Jones, man. He's been involved in a couple different incidents tonight, not by doing of his own or just being out of the wrong place style of a joker, but he's up here in that 6th position, and he's doing real well in points and everything, trying to maintain a string on that top 10.
I think what happened, Sean, is a bunch of the guys, they went in the pit. They're trying to flip the stage. We got the stage in, 5 laps? There's a bunch of guys that just pit right there.
All right. Makes sense. But I mean, if we do get a green flag run, what's that going to do to the overall strategy? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be time on track. So, we'll see. Again, this is where so many cautions throw loopholes and not really loopholes, but different agendas out there on this race platform this evening. But
Absolutely.
here we go. We're going to go green. This is going to be dramatics all day, right? Light the fireworks. Here we go, baby. Come boom for stage 2. All right, Curly leading the way in the 11 truck. Looking for that good, clean start.
Green.
We green. We good. Good launch. Okay, we're going to go side by side. He looked like he is good and clear. The 30 and the 75, door to door. Those guys are not messing around here as points are in jeopardy. And these guys are, well, Stoney, he wants to get a jump start after, or not really a jump start, but a good start if he's going to run this entire season, being a little late to the beginning of this whole 25 thing. Looking good on the outside as he's rotating out. 88 laps, coming to 89. A few more laps left remaining in stage 2. Can we hold on and see it green? One of the best restarts we've seen thus far. They're just going to go back to caution, but they should be getting pretty good at these restarts by now. So that's good news. They are getting a lot better at the restarts as everyone's really filtered themselves out. And the top 10 kind of single file, but we have Tyler Curley leading the way. And this is first race in front.
He's looking mad fast.
Yeah,
he's looking mad fast. I mean, he's got a huge lead on second place right now. And the only guy I've seen do that tonight really is Tanner. But this cat right here, new face, new gun. We got a new gunner up in here, man.
Roger. Look at that. And he's got the skull suit on too, my man. There it is. 91 into stage 2. Tyler Curley wins the stage. 30 of Justin Gain gets that second position. Let's go ahead and bring up our shenanigans and go over our top 10. All right, there it is. Tyler Curley, you're P1 for stage 2. The 30 of Justin Gann is the second place truck. Third place truck going to go to the 75 of Stoney Benfield. The 24 of Riley Bennett, fourth position, rounding out your top 5. The 01 of Chris Cummings. Sixth position to go to the 54 of Caleb Gordon. 77 truck of Matt Jones is in that 7th position. Lucas Lewis in the 16, 8th position. 9th is Nicholas Lamb, and I believe 10th is going to go to Tom in the 32. So those are going to be your stage finishers, and now Tom's going to flip the stage and get up here in the front. So look for Tom.
That's what I was saying. These guys, these guys that flip the stage right here, they want track position. Track position means a lot here. The tires do too, but I think track position is key here, and they're trying to flip the stage and stay out front.
Yeah, and we know you got to have some talent to be up here. And I think that I definitely know if 32 does to manhandle the front and know what.
Hey, this is his favorite track.
Yes, absolutely. Right now we got Lucas Lewis leading the way. Yeah, I believe so. As this thing cycles itself around,
I will bring Mr. Stage Winner Tyler Curley up in the booth if you're all right with it.
Right. Mr. Tyler Curry, you got Chris Mahomes and Dylan Banks in the house. Man, congratulations to that stage 2 win.
Thank you.
Man, how was it out? How has it been out there so far? I mean, I know it's been a little rough, but how's your truck doing?
I feel great. I feel like I got a really good truck. I'm kind of glad that we were able to get some green flag runs there because as a new guy, I'm trying to learn how to race against all these people and everything. And, to get some good green flag runs, figure out how to race against everyone and not get, wrecked or anything is awesome. I've made a few contacts with some other people, like bumping them or dooring them, and I feel terrible, honestly, because it's like I'm not wrecking people, but I don't like touching people, especially like that early in the race. But the constant cautions are kind of annoying, but when we get a green flag run like that there when I got to the lead, it's awesome. I love it. I'm having a great time, man. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you're starting pretty deep in the field right now, so do you have any kind of strategies to work your way back up to that P1?
I kind of just run my pace. I got wrecked in the first wreck. Started 24th and was 9th in 3 laps. Kind of just run my pace and not really bump anyone unless I absolutely have to and see what I can do.
All right, well, best of luck to you. We're about ready to go green, so we're going to drop you back over and get you going.
Good luck, buddy. Get that win, man.
Thank you.
All right, that was Tyler Curley, your stage 2 winner, as Lucas Lewis in the 16 truck and the 32 of
Green
Tom
flag, green flag.
Freitas, who's going to get us the start of stage 3. We into stage 3, folks. Here we go. Three wide. This is not going to turn out pretty. And Tom goes way high to the outside. He's going to lose the entire pack right here. Go from second to 12th and still falling. Oh, my goodness. So not what he was looking for here is we got a wreck. And, oh, Joe! Tyler Curley is around. Your stage 2 winner just got off the mic with that cat. And he is pointing the wrong direction on track.
Yeah, self-spins, man. This entrance is loose.
Is that
man.
what it was? Oh,
yeah.
no. Let's
It looks
see.
like he just lost it on into the corner.
Check up hard, so he's on the bumper. He's on him real good. Now he's going to go outside here. Oh, yep, that thing just dipped on him hard, and he goes around. So now he's really going to be starting pretty far back. Into the field he goes. Man, back under caution for stage 3. And with self-spinners, again, not a lot of contact between drivers. Just the driver losing the battle of Martinsville.
Yeah, it's just people just overdriving a little bit, overtaking the boundary, going into the corner, and it just looks like they're just losing it. And these things, I mean, you get into the corner hot. These things, man, it just breaks loose on you. The rear end just snaps. I mean, it just completely snaps, and it's hard to save. So you just got to be careful under braking and getting into the corner. It looks like a lot of people are struggling with that tonight.
Man, now I mean, it just seems like it's going to be a survival style of evening. I mean, because in of course I think trap positioning, but look at Tom though. Man, how about Tom? He was up there in the beginning and he just got swallowed, bro. Swallowed alive. He just roared, a monster come and just I don't know, but let's see that restart once again as these guys were 3 wide on that last restart. Let's think of that one more time. So look at the 32 on the outside here is what I was. And then he just be sleeping there and a restart a little bit. 28. And then here comes the 32. He's going to send it. But that's going to send the 32 high to the outside. No place for him to contact between the 11 and the 01. So just a lot of door banging all the way through this lap, more or less, as he just has nowhere to go because these guys are side by side, bumper to nose. Oh, there goes the 11 right there, sliding around. But, I mean, but great job for noting that, not trying to force the issue, and keeping his truck in one piece. As we're going to try to go green once again in stage 3.
Yeah, we got less than 100 to go now. See if we can get a good long run here.
I love that. That'd be fantastic.
Green, green, green.
All right, new taker on the outside. It's going to be 28 of Zimmerman with the 42 of Wellman. He's been just hovering in that second, third position the entire night, so he's loving that. Same thing with Johnson. These guys are just locked in their positions and staying there. Tanner Marr, your pole sitter, now stuck on the outside with the 30. He's in that danger zone as this is where that Gary jumps down to the bottom instantaneously with the 30 of Justin. Again, oh my goodness, 3 wide, check up, oh, holding on to it. Gain does the Tom outside the groove. He's going to drift back. Everyone's going to separate. Here comes the 54. 54 is going to look for a piece. 30 is going to go to the outside. 74 of Alex Harris. He's trying to get that bite off. He's loose off now. That's going to stall him up. Tanner's trying to get away from all of this. But the 54 is going to come back. The 30 is still on the outside. Well, along with the 01 of Chris Cummings. Chris Cummings, he's outside the 75. 75. And there goes the 30 around. Oh. 30 goes around. Bummer. Let's just rewind it. We're right here, I believe. Yep. Oh, no, that wasn't the 30. The 30 goes around, but there was something happening behind him, and that was in, I don't know, that was the 00 or something, I believe. Let's look this over. Hey, come here. Oh, the 77. He just got his stuff fixed, right? And he's looking good. Got some points. Okay, so the double zeros on the outside. There's the 11. He's going to get, back in it. The double zero just gets wicked loose off and hooks the 11, or hooks the 77. The 11, I don't know, does some kind of duck dive bomb maneuver and makes it through that. It's this one ought to be fun to watch. Okay, we're gonna go roll bar. There it is. Okay, roll bar here. Send it in at speed. Oh, just hooked him. Okay, yeah, so he just dived to the bottom. He got good timing there on that one. But you see him, he gets loose off, and then as he gets loose off, oop, come here. As he got loose off right there, he just happened. If the 77 would have been like another foot ahead of him, he would have came down in front of the 11 and took the 11 all the way down to the fence. But that changed that whole trajectory up. And because the 77 was there, the 11 escaped the mayhem. I'm really hoping we don't see this kind of mayhem tomorrow night, Banks. I think we lost Banks. It happens. We might be in there just giving ourselves a update from the drivers to see where we're at, maybe on fuel. I don't know. I mean, the fuel run, it still could be a play, but tires could still be. I don't know. So right now we have Roman leading the way. Ryan Zimmerman in the 28. He is in that second position outside. Steve Johnson sitting pretty in that third spot still. Tanner Marr, not so good outside, fourth position. Alex Harris, he's been in the middle of some stuff tonight, so he's going to try to get some cleaner air.
Green flag.
As we're going to go green once again with Kyle Wellman on the start and help with the one of Steve Johnson. Going to send him in. Johnson all over his brakes there, working the bottom, trying to keep that door shut and get these guys out and out the way. They are gone. Now the one looking for the bottom here. Maybe if the two.
Oh, we got spin in the back.
Yellow flag.
Gosh.
Looks like. Oh man.
The 16. This is on my screen.
It looks like the 0 truck, Lucas Lewis.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, steps it out. Too hard in. Oh, backs it into the fence. Bummer.
God, it looks like a neck coat too. That's weird.
Yeah, see these guys, they're just the back end getting up light. They're hitting that bump that bump as well, getting into entry. I've seen, it happened at the 11 truck at Tyler. He hit that same bump on braking, and it threw the back end of his truck around.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just getting in the corner hot. These guys are struggling with it all night. It's just getting in the corner. They're just losing it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a lot to do too. It's with that the cold tires. They're not getting the chance to get that real good grip that they're jonesing for out there, on track. Is that rear grip, and that they need so desperately too, especially to get them to break into one and into three, but to get their drive off. I just don't know if they're getting the chance to get those tires heated up. But now you're going to have Johnson on the outside. He loves to put on a show, and he loves to go fly. And I'm sure he's going to try to get that thing to fly out front. But he's going to have the 42.
The leader is.
Yeah,
you see. I'm about to say, you see the leader is. That's Wild Man Wellman right here. He hasn't gotten out front all night tonight. I'm ready to see what he can do out front. I think when he gets out front, these guys are going to have a hard time getting around him. You know how Wild Wellman is.
Yeah, he had the one gave him a huge shove on that last restart. So now the one's going to be on the outside. So will we be able to see that outside for once if it does have the opportunity to take hold? So if you can get a run off, if the 42 doesn't get a good start, that's where that run off into one and out of two can really benefit for where the one's at. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I
The
think
42.
I know these guys can put on a long run. They can definitely do a long run. It's just people just overstepping it and getting to the point right now. It's the biggest thing I'm seeing. A lot of people losing it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I think when this thing gets single filed out, it's
Green,
pretty
green,
good
green.
race.
And there's a lot of new cats out there on track tonight as well. So here we go. Green again. Wellman for a decent start. One truck right underneath him. Steve Johnson going to maintain his hold on that podium position along with Tanner Marr. Now finding himself back into that podium position. Was rocking and rolling in that fourth, but now he's going to like his restart positioning here in that third. So I believe these guys will all work together. Same thing with Zimmerman. Look for Zimmerman. These are all veterans up here, all legends. Well, that too. But they're all veterans, and they're used to working with each other. So look for that to maintain. But oh, look at this hornet's nest of brewing with some new guys and a few guys who raced this stuff before in this league. As we go,
we got
yellow again as we got somebody.
It looks like the
77 of Jones.
Matt Jones.
Sideways or something. Let's just back it up. Jones has been in that fight as well, and here he is again. Oh!
Oh, the 30 got into him.
That was a Happy Gilmore move, dude. Like she said, boom, and send him a flying. That was another one of those. So we did have a couple of those. We had that one. We just forgot that we're going left. So yeah, 77 just gets sent. Man, who was that by? That was who was by here? Man, that was where I should just a sender move in. Here we go. Let's see if I can do that again. And oh, that's by the 30. Oh man, Justin, he's been a fast cat. He's been up there. He has a pretty good hot rod. So maybe Jones just checked up a lot earlier than maybe he was thinking, or I don't know. Maybe he was trying to get down to the bottom. I've seen that, but ouch. I mean, it's not a tremendous amount of damage. I can still be fixed pretty quickly. I think he's still in the hunt. Send to the 32. Oh, ooh. A little harder than I thought, actually, but hopefully everything's okay on that rig. Well, and still leading the way. We're shaping it up for another attempt at some green flag running here in stage 3. Man, well, like to welcome everybody, and again, thank everybody for tuning in for tonight's race. If you do get that moment, hit that like and subscribe. I really do appreciate all the support. But man, you got us. You got Chris Paul Hamish, you got Dylan Banks here, and we're all getting done. FRB style 805 for Front Row Esports in their 2025 truck series.
Yeah, you tell viewers out there to make sure they tune in tomorrow night. We got another showdown in the Cup Series, the Next Gen Series here at Martinsville. It's gonna be a good show.
Oh, you know this. We're gonna bring some big bad Cup cars out there, some serious hot rods, more power, and more of them, I believe. But we still have a pretty decent showing for tonight's race. You know, and again, it's yeah. So it should get us a nice insight of hopefully of what we won't see tomorrow night. But the size of the truck. Here we go. Restart, and we're gone. 42 Wellman, and now Johnson, the 28 of Zimmerman. He's high to the outside, opening the door up to the 54. 54 is he's gonna throw that thing in there. He's gonna go for it. Does get it to stick. Look at the 11 of Tyler Curry into the fence, hard into the fence. He's locked to the fence there. He became one with that thing. All right, now he's gonna drag that thing off, paved his way back outside the top 10. He has been fast, but again, getting to that traffic has shown very detrimental to some of these drivers. And here's the 74 locked outside, looking for a hole underneath the 75. He still does not have it. The 01 has that position. 75 still high to the outside. This is, just dangerous territory. You're working it working that exit and trying to stay off that exit. 74 looking for something different, maintaining it against the 01 as the fight continues side by side with these guys. Tanner Marr maybe looked a little high outside of his line, but the 74 is still trying to make ground and rubbing up this outside line. And now he's checked up. Here comes the 11 of Tyler Curry, making a fast back run through the back to the front here after he's just sliding in contact. Gives the 74 up the fence. Oh man, 74 is into the fence. He's slow, big time slow, but still pointing the right direction. So 11 truck just did, not really a slide job. That was a door job there to the 74. Threw him up to the wall. But there goes the double zero around. And we got, oh no. Double zero goes around, and I think that may have been.
Yep, the double zero just goes around.
Yep. So, but I think that may have been lights out for the 77 because he disappeared. So maybe he may have been over his points here. Yep. Yep, right there, and he disappeared. So that's what we're talking about those DQs of. Now that sucks. That's horrible because now the 77, he's not gonna. Luckily he got some stage points, but he's out of this race due to getting ran over. I mean, or whatever, right? Being in contact, that's what happens. So you're going to start seeing more of them drop like flies here. So Jones was let's see who's the last one here. Let's bring up some names. So we just seen that happen before us. We got Kyle Woman leading the way, Steve Johnson, second position, Brian Zimmerman in that third position. So those are your top three locking her down. Let me get that going on here. Here we go. But then here's who's out. I believe that is going to be Matt Jones, Daniel Rupik Jr. Didn't even get a chance to talk too much about Daniel. Oh, we did see the 72 out there. We're not, there's too much going on. Chris Spencer is out. Brian Beach is out. Dylan Blankenship in the 99 is out. And it looks like Hunter may have not just did a start park. Man, I missed it.
He didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't make it tonight. But yeah, that's the third caution for the double zero of Dustin Lamb tonight. That is a park.
So that's a consequence of being mired in all that traffic and all that negative energy surging backward. And you're in prime spot to get just annihilated. So Johnson on the outside once again, 28 of Zemi. I guess we're looking at that track position in top 5 really playing its dividends. Same guys still up there, 54 and the 4 of Tanner Marr and Caleb Gordon. Let's see if that top 5 can remain and maybe just handle it at the end. But we still have a pretty decent amount of racing still left yet ahead of us. Did we get a count on what's our fuel range, or are we good to go for fuel and tires? Are we staying out for here? That's what I'm curious.
Yeah, we should. I think there's a lot more than 40 or 50 laps in this tank. I was in there earlier and it was showing about 100 laps.
Oh, okay.
105 laps. So they should be good on fuel, but if we have a run like 30 or 40 laps green, these guys are going to want to go in and get tires.
Green flag,
so it's just going to be more tire than anything here, so not really a fuel relation to get to the end.
Absolutely.
Not even that track position. Trade off that rubber for track position, as we got a good start by the 42, the 1, the 4, and the 28. 28. Oh, 75 high to the outside. Here comes the 11's coming. Tyler Curley, he is not giving up. All over the bumper now of the 54 of Caleb Gordon. He has something for this field. I mean, we've seen it. He got that stage 2 win. He seemed pretty spicy, and we're looking at a lot right now. Okay, on board Caleb Gordon. He's all over the bumper. Oh, dude! Yeah.
He's trying to get us in the front and go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. I mean, there's no more waiting
on board
around.
11. There's not going to be too much of an issue here. He just beat the bumper out the 54. Boom, boom, boom. Again, how much more eye can you take your safety? So he does. He pushes him. He bounces him out the way. Is what he did there on that one. But if you have enough safety, right? Go with it.
Yeah.
But
you got to make sure you don't take out the guy that you're doing it to.
But that's what happened to the 77. The 77 got bumped and he was gone. So it's not about just more or less how much you have, but what about those other drivers that may be on the precipice of being ejecto seat?
Absolutely.
Oh, slap to the outside
wall. In the wall.
54. Caleb Gordon. Now the 24 is around.
Hey, Tyler Curley is on the move, Sean. He's on the move. He's not too far back from the lead right now. He's sniffing it. He can smell it.
Hey, yes. Is he just now blinked out?
Oh, he blinked out.
Okay, no, he's back. He's back. All right. I was like, because you don't know, like he could be close in contact of being, because he's been in some good, into a lot of, wreck and mayhem back there until the field coming through all this. So I mean, for him to be up this far through all that, that's a win in its own. Kyle Wellman still leading the way. Steve Johnson in that second position. Tanner Marr in that third. Kyler Curley is now in that fourth position and setting his sights on the 4 truck as we speak. Brian Zimmerman, round out your top 5. We do have, looks as if the 75 and possible 1 may look into tango. Ooh, 28 looking as he is not going to give up on this 11. He's going to try to stick right there with him.
Oh. 11 got real loose off the corner right here. His tires were screaming.
And that's the other thing is too, right? What if you heated up them tires there?
Yeah, it's not good. Not definitely not fun. I've done it before. It is not fun. It takes a couple laps for them to cool back down. But when they're heated up like they are, man, no grip.
So, but there is a way to cool these tires down, and that's just running it easy. Possible losing some positions, but losing, more or less losing more critical is that time on leader. As you can see, the 11 kind of backing off. He was on a hardcore run, to a charge, and a mad charge to the front. But
that's good to show you track position.
Yeah. So now, if we need a caution, there's definitely going to be tires to be had for a lot of these different drivers. And
absolutely.
But right now, Steve Johnson and Kyle Wellman are just kind of handling business up here in front as we have.
You see the 75 right there.
75.
Got
Stoney. My man, Stoney, come on, bruh. There he goes.
Looks like he got some contact from somebody.
He tried to get back up to speed. He does. Top position. 74. He's been in a lot tonight, so he's gonna possibly keep himself out of that so he can make it to the end.
Look who's pressuring on that lead right now, Steven Johnson.
Oh, Johnson.
He's there. He's on his bumper.
Good ride, Steven Johnson.
But don't count that cat out.
It's on Johnson Flight Services here. He's about ready to take off here. I think go right to the lead, gaining. Definitely gaining.
Yeah, Steven Johnson looks a little faster than Wellman right now. But catching is one thing, passing is another.
Yeah, and there's still racing left yet to be had. So do you really want to wear it up yet, or like for me?
I would pressure. I would send some pressure. Let him know, hey, I'm here. Force him to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Don't beat a mistake. You force him to make a mistake. And I think he's doing a good job of that. He's right there, so if Wellman makes a mistake, he's there and he can take it and pounce on it. But he's also chilling, relaxing behind him, watching every move that Wellman is doing.
The other thing is too is just Wellman needs to be nice, calm, and collective, because if Johnson's keeping the pressure on him, he can wear up the tires, and that's all Johnson's looking for. He's going to let this thing go maybe a little bit more. Let him wear his tires up a little bit more as he just keeps pressure on him, still saving, which is that, again, perfect time to pounce, right? and he's good to go.
Absolutely.
Tripods in a while, deck cam. They're getting themselves a good view of someone super fast and the beast behind him of, we got Tanner Marr making his way back forward once again. You see him in that Ford truck, put it on pole tonight, knowing that he was fast. Now he's creeping himself, not really creeping his way back, but he's maintained and remained up in that top 5, but you see his lap times up there as we see about holding pace, holding steady. So that's good news. They don't want to be falling back from the leader as if they can just maintain pace and then at the end really start to push it. As you start to see now the field starting to really separate itself as tire wear, damage, and trucks just being out of the race in general due to contact is really showing its stuff out here on track. 32 of Tom, he's still in the fight back here in 15th position, but he's got the 75 in front of him and the 54 is going to get around the 75. 54 is going to keep going to maintain and continue forward.
Now Tanner's putting the pressure on Steven for second place.
I wonder what kind of tires these guys are sitting on right now.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's the longest run of the night right here. These guys haven't experienced that all night.
But also did they stay?
Right.
They stayed out though, right? When was the last? Let's see. Let's actually. Look at that.
I think Wellman and Steve Johnson are all then pitted and flipped the stage. This goes to show you that track position means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's crucial.
See, I'm
the
looking.
guys that pitted haven't really gained anything. That pitted under. Well, the guys that pitted under at the end of the stage, like Tyler Curley and all of them, it just goes to show that track position means more than tires.
There we go. Let's see. Last to pit for Wellman and Johnson, lap 83, I think that says. Same thing with Marr. 83 or 93, I can't really read it. It's kind of small on my screen. Yeah, 83. Lap 83 was last time they pit. So right here, you have the Curly and the fit position on some of the fresher tires here. 92. Yes, back at lap 92. Back. Yeah. So and then Gann in the 30, he has I guess closer to the fresh tires, or Miller, but these guys all pit with some laps down. So again, this shows your pit stop strategies for your top 10, which is cool. I like that a lot. That gives us a quicker insight there on what our tire wear is. So that is these guys are fighting with the top 4 have been out, and Zimmerman's been out, I think, out the longest, right? I mean, so let's see how long Zimmy can hold on to that one.
Absolutely.
Caution, yellow
flag.
flag.
We got a yellow.
Oh, we got a caution!
Whoa, this is gonna spice everything up right here.
Spice it up, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? It's going to be blowtorch time, man. This thing's going to go detonation all over again. Oh, man. So Stoney Binfield in the 75, I believe, is the reason for caution.
Yeah, it looks like the 67. Looks like Stoney got a little loose going into the corner.
Mm.
And then it looks like the 67.
Boom! It sits him. Good lockdown by the 75. Wow, good job, dude. He almost was pulled a speed style of maneuver right into the crash barriers. Man, all right. So these guys aren't coming out for some fresh feel goods. They're all good on fuel. Let's let them do it. So Justin Gain is marked as your race leader, but we're going to let these things cycle out as we take a quick break and be back here for the drop of the green flag, hopefully the end of the end of tonight's race. Stick with us.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one. What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I'm
wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there.
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No. Dog's on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind
or forgotten.
Stitch that.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles. We have a blue dog to catch.
Shut up! No, wait!
All right, everyone, we are back green once again. We're a little late to the party, but the show is shaping up.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, gosh, you son. All right, we're back under caution once again. Let's see what we got here. As we were just getting to it, but flipping everything around. Brian Zimmerman leading the way. Steve Johnson in that second position. Kyle Wellen now in third. Justin Gann in the 30. He's in fourth. And fifth is now the 11 truck of Tyler Curley. Round out your top five. And let's see what just happened here on track. I do believe it is the 16 or 0 of Lucas. Oh, yeah, Lucas Lewis. Double 0 on the bottom. You're seeing the 11. Oh no, just goes around, gets a piece of the Ford truck of Tanner Marr. Tanner Marr collected in the wrong time to do so, as he is ouch. I don't know what happened. I guess we'll just try to rewind it here. On board Tanner Marr. He has been styled up to the front this entirety of the race, as he's now very much the furthest back in traffic he's seen. He gets a contact there, gets a little slap to the wall, and maybe just kind of a glitch maneuver there. But hopefully we'll see him back out here on track. He's going to have himself a little bit of a fight ahead of him to get back up to the front, but with cautions in tow. And we've seen the 11 make do, which there he is right there. He's now back in the fourth position. 28 is Zimmy, still leading the way. Johnson seems pretty content with that second place, second, third position run-ins right now. Same thing with Kyle Wellen. They just want to stay up here toward the top and remain so. But they do have company of Bruin of the 11. We've seen him have a pretty decent hot rod tonight, along with Chris Cummings in the 01. He's been trying to keep himself up here. Larry Bell, hey buddy, go up to the top 10. He's just been, elevator style of a race for him, up and down, as now he's finding himself where he needs to be at the end of this race, inside the top 10, sixth position. Sonny Benfield just around not too long ago, and now he is in that seventh position as we were about ready to go green once again. So Zimmy is leading the way. He's going to get that start. Let's see if that's what it's all about here. It's that track position. All right, coming to the green.
Green flag, green flag.
Okay, good launch by both the 28 and the 1. The 1 of Johnson is going to take whatever advantage he can on the outside and find himself a hole. Oh, close to the wall. He's going to remain side by side with 28 and keep that truck stuck out there. If there's anybody that can hang that thing out and again and finds the speed, that's going to be Johnson. He's got a little bit of a hole there. He can. No, the 42 is going to fill in that hole. Door still open. That's going to bring the 11 right along with him as Johnson to the outside, close to the fence once again. As no seal, no hole, no door open. As now the Johnson stuck on the outside. The treachery of being in that second, especially that second starting position, is when you're racing hard with the race leader, you've got to clear him. If you can't, this can happen, especially those guys. Now he does, forces himself down there and finds himself a good hole in the fourth position, and now it's going to be back on the attack for Steve Johnson. As, man, he really felt the wrath of the restart on that one. Look for a rollout and a hook and a nice power off here of 2. Going to go into 3. Now 3. Oh, slip up by 11 is exactly what he was looking for. And underneath he goes. And away he went. Oh, and back at her again. Here goes the 11. Side by side battle. This is going to be for the third position. That podium. Ooh, Johnson, little bounce to the outside. And the 01 have come. Oh, 60 off the fence. Close to the wall right there. Maybe got a little bit of it. 01 of Chris Cummings. He's going to utilize that open door and go for it. But he has more company. The 1 of Steve Johnson. Just all kinds on attack. Now has a 75 with the 43 of Larry Bell. All closing in. This is all for that top 5. And this is the action on the track as a 1 is just taking a beating of time on track and positioning of lanes to run. 75 still looking for that pass, cannot make it. 1, no, he's still gonna keep that door open. 1 is still working the outside. This the no man's land. Do not want to be here, he says, but he's gonna maintain and manhandle the best way he can on this outside. Still side by side as we watch this battle continue as Brian Zimmerman is now checking out and Kyle Wellman in the 42 looking to stay right there with him. You see a little higher arc exit out. Oh, we got a caution out. I should have stayed with that dang battle. But Tony Benfield, the 75, went door to door with the 1, and I do believe the 1 goes for the crossover. Oh, bumper again. And then, oh no! Oh, 54! Hey, all these guys got to check out, man. Got to hit them breakers. Breaker. Woo! So contact, and Zivvy's still leading away. That was all all Johnson does. That was it. So let's rewind that one back. Go on board with Steve Johnson. Let's see if Dylan Banks has made it back. Banks,
yeah, I am back.
Okay.
Yes.
You see
It
that?
was like the one truck. It was like the one truck just got into the rear of the 75, got him loose.
Yeah. You know the frustrations out of that one truck right now. I mean, he was in that second position. He just battled tough all the way to that 5th position and back, and finally just gets a hold of the 5th, the 75 right there on exit. Gives him a couple nice love taps there, more of a little closer to the knockout style of punches. Man. Oop. Come on with it. There we go. So what do you think so far there, Banks? I mean, 20 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Are we going to have some just nar cinders? Superhero time? What do you think? Not here? Oh, all right. Guess we're missing Bankers again. Yep, I guess we are. All right, copy that. So I guess we are on this one on our own. All right, y'all, stuck with me. Dang it. There we go. 20 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Brian Zimmerman leading the way. Kyle Wellman on the outside. Now, this is how I know it's going to get nasty here, is because Wellman's going to do everything he can to get to the bottom, and the 11 is going to do everything he can to keep him from getting to the bottom. And I believe the 01 of Chris Cummings is going to be a wreck on a wreck along with the 43. And then the 28 is probably going to win it. The 24 is going to sneak out of nowhere along with the 32.
Green, green, green.
And that's going to be your podium. That's my guess. Here we go. Green, one more time.
I'm sorry, John. I am back, buddy.
No, you're good. You're good. 42. Welcome back, Mr. Banks, just in time as 42 does surrender that. Oh, guess I'm out the ball, dude. I knew that was happening. I knew that was going to go down. I just had a feeling. Those two are not going to play nice. And the 11 gets a bump from the 42. Yep. And I got to rewind this one back because we're right here. .42 Wellman. Bink. Oh, just a punch to that right rear ish. Sends him around. And the only problem is he's going to be back in that second position. So he's going to be still stuck in the same position he was just in. Again, this is exactly why I think you want to kind of play along for it, but it is 16 laps left remaining, so I guess it's all gloves off. I mean, but for me, I'm trying to think outside the box here. I know there's going to be cautions. I want to try to style myself. Oh, 42 going to the back of the pack. Uh-oh.
That one is on the 42.
Adios. Yep, adioso. Woo! Oh, how about that, though? Right, Banks? It's been a crazy one. We're not lying about that. So where's your money at, Banks? It's 15 to go.
It's hard not to be on the leader, Brian Zimmerman. Yeah, he's quick. He's showing it. He's got the speed, and I think he can hold these guys off. Some newer guys, some guys on newer tires in the mid pack and all, but I mean, track position is just so key tonight, especially with only like 15 to go, man. I think I got my money on Zimmy on this one.
All right, Zimmerman it is.
Yeah, but we got some new faces up here. Though. We got Riley Bennett up in the 4th position. Now don't count him out.
All right, I was looking at that 24, but I got a feeling maybe the 32. Look at this, man.
Yeah, Larry Bell right there in 3rd place. Ain't talked about him all night. Dustin Gann rebounded. He's all the way back up here in the top 5. Yeah, you got some names up here, buddy. You got some new names.
Johnson
new
now.
New names.
Look where Johnson's at, 8th position. Whew. Can he find some kind of Earnhardt magic and make it to the front? Oh, this is going to be difficult.
Don't forget about that 11 back there. He's got new tires.
Oh, yeah.
And he's showing his speed tonight.
Green, green, green.
Might give a little something to 42. Maybe those two might be still not done yet. And they're right next to each other. The 28, big launch there. 43 of Larry Bell gets that 2nd position. 01 of Chris Cummings gets that 3rd. 30 of Justin Gain now moving himself forward, but we got guys around, and that is going to be the 8 of I think Chummy Miller. And I believe that's what it was. Dang it. Let's see here.
Yeah, that is on Chummy Miller. That is a self-spin.
Yeah. So we wind that one back. So that's just going to take laps out of this run. This is going to be gnarly. Okay, so 11 underneath the 8. Yeah, we've seen that time and time again. Just maybe watching that rearview mirror, possibly.
Yeah, a lot of people.
It's always when those guys are like under attack. Maybe they're looking at that rearview mirror too much, and they were there because that next turn comes up so quick. We just seen so many guys just seem like they just send it in there, but maybe they're looking up in that rearview mirror too long.
Absolutely, John. Absolutely.
So many things going on inside that cockpit that hard to get a hold of. But right now, Brian Zimmerman, he's got a hold of it, right?
Yeah, he's got control of the race, man. He's up in the lead. That's where you want to be last 10, 15 laps. And he's doing everything he needs to do, keeping it out front, keeping it clean, and getting a good gap on these guys.
10 laps or less now. And I think we're going to go into single file restart. Negative.
I don't know.
Oh no! All right, I'm just trying to throw some drama out there. Like we don't have enough already out there on track. Nope, we're gonna go single file all the way, baby. Or not single file, but double it up. I mean, double it gum.
It's gonna be a shootout, buddy. It's gonna be a good shootout.
We got
two teammates front row. Brian Zimmerman and Larry Bell up in the top 2 right now. Got a little teammate battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 Kings.
Shout out 5 Kings.
Yep, controlling the front. Yeah, let's see if they can. Well, they're in the same chat, so you should be able to tell him when he's going, and they should be able to orchestrate a good start here. Maybe get a 1-2 finish.
Absolutely.
Here we go, Zimmerman.
Green flag, green flag.
Good jump here for Zimmy. And followed with the 43 of Bell. Bell did not get that door closed in time, but we are caught up once again. 32 is high to the outside. I don't know what happened.
Looks like the 24 Riley Bennett as well.
Bennett. Restart. Looking at it.
Yeah, it looks like the 11 truck got into the 24. Looks like the 11 truck hit the apron going into 1.
So he goes a little tire spin off the 24, and then sends it up into the 32 gets a door right there. Not a lot of damage, but we're back under caution. Dang it! I'm really hoping these guys give themselves a race to the finish.
Absolutely.
But since we do have a moment, I'd like to take a second to, of course, thank the sponsors: Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course Starlink, bringing you this fine picture from the stars above. But no, seriously, on that Starlink, if you are battling, internet, and I really don't get anything from Starlink. I just love their service. I've started with them since a year before they actually launched their first satellites, waiting, and the service has just improved. So anybody who's struggling with it, please look them up. It's something you may be very interested in on. But of course, and thanks to Dylan Banks stepping in here, Cup driver and last year's champion. He is on that fight again to restore that order and keep that championship in that 48 camp. But Banks, we got this tomorrow night. Is this making you a little concerned, or is this just kind of giving you an idea of what you need to do and how to accomplish it? Bankers, you got a copy? You might be muted. They're talking to the boys down there. Anyways, back after it once again. See, 4 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Coming to 3 to go. I'm nervous. I am very, very nervous.
Shootout, buddy. Shootout.
There he is.
Yeah, shootout. Had to hand out some more penalties. Had a bunch of them tonight. But we got a little good shootout right here, buddy.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, green is gone. Green is good. And we are gone. Yes. So we're up to speed. Can we make it? 3 laps. That's all we need. 3 laps. Looking there in the middle of this field, back of the field. Wellman, he's in the 42. 32 is on the outside. 42, he's going to do what he can to get up to it. Brian Zimmerman doing what he needs to get done, which is keeping himself in that track position. Fast with his 28. Started up toward the front this evening. Or I'm sorry, no, started up toward the back this evening, but has made himself substantial gains and has found him where he needs to be. Coming into last lap, we'll take it. The 28, Ryan Zimmerman, leading the way. Larry Bell in that second position. Chris Cummings in the 01, being challenged right now by the 1 of Steve Johnson. Steve Johnson trying to get for that podium. Really get there. Contact! And around he goes. Justin Gay's going to get there for that third position. And Johnson going to finish off back there a bit. But, yeah, Brian Zimmerman leads the way across start finish line. Going to take that win. How about it for Brian Zimmerman? Hey, Larry Bell. Those two cats haven't been up here for a minute, so it's going to be great to see them again. But your race winner, Ryan Zimmerman in the 28. What a good-looking truck. And his teammate, the 43, Larry Bell, a 1-2 finish. USA Firearms representing tonight. Vikings, boys. Yeah. We're back to get something done. Let's see if I get my cameras back up again. Sorry. And there we go. Boom! Awesome run.
Yes,
Brian
it was,
Zimmerman.
buddy. That was a good race. I wish we could have had more green flag laps, but
yeah. Let's look over that. The running order. Again, this is not going to be the official order. Due to we got to figure out who might have gotten what or something, but closest to Brian Zimmerman winning tonight's race. Excellent run for that 28 machine. And, of course, Larry Bell in that second position. Third is going to go to Justin Gain in the 30. The fourth position, Kyle Wellman in the 42. Fifth, Nicholas Lamb in the 67. Sixth position, Tom Freitas in 32. Top 10er, good job, bud. Steve Johnson finishes with the 7th position after their contact at the end. Tommy Miller, 8th position in the 8 truck, mirroring his efforts. Chris Cummings in the 01, 9th. Tyler Curley in the 11th, rounds out your top 10. Daniel Rupick Jr. in the 72, 11th. Riley Bennett, 24, 12th, 13th. Chris Spencer in the 62. Caleb Gordon in the 54, 14th, 15th. Stoney Benfield in the 75. Alex Harris in the 74, 16th position. 17th is going to go Tanner Marr. Oh, bummer for Tanner Marr, as he had himself a really good race and finishing at the back of the field along with Matt Jones, who took tremendous amount of contact and ended up with some DQs due to points in contact. Same with Ryan Beach in the 25.99 Dylan Blankenship. Lucas Lewis, 16, Dustin Lamb in the 00. And, of course, our donut, and then Hunter gets those guys, Sharton Parkers. There he is, busting out some donuts. Our winner.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Deserves to be doing some burnouts after that. That was a good little sneaky performance by Mr. Zimmerman, eh?
Heck yeah, dude. So let's go down.
He came out of nowhere, dude.
Just one moment. I know, right? But you're right. You were spot on with the going to track position. That's what it was all about, getting up there, staying up there, especially for tonight.
Absolutely.
All right, let me go ahead and sort this out. And that. All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and jump over to our post-race show and talk to tonight's winner and, of course, the podium. Stick with us. Be right over there. Give me 1 second.
Mr. Tron, do you want me? I got it. Do you want me to bring in Mr. Zimmerman first, race winner?
Yeah, give me 1 second here as I am checking why we Stand by, air drivers. Let me try this. Ah, that works. Kind of. Kind of. Because now we got Martinsville Speedway in your face, buddy. It's alright. I'll just do that. Sweet. Alright, sorry about that. Everyone, thank you for joining us for the post-race show. We got Brian Zimmerman. Gonna throw him up on deck. Of course, that is Dylan Banks you see up there on your screen. But let's get Brian Zimmerman
Hey,
and
he's
all
in here,
his
buddy.
glory. And, oh, here we go. All right. Mr. Brian Zimmerman, we got Chris Wymus here and Dylan Banks.
What's up, guys? How y'all tonight?
Pretty
Oh,
good,
Robin-
my man. You are.
Probably not as good as you.
You are a little low. Give me 1 second here as I turn you up.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
We are, but you're still low. Let me check my settings. I have you turned up pretty good.
All right, I'll talk. I'll speak a little bit louder. Maybe it's my headset here.
Okay, possibly. There you go. Yeah, we can hear you a little bit better. All right, my man, dude, Brian, dude, you were out there. There was all. How was it? First of which, dude, congratulations to your P1. What a win, buddy, and 1-2 for your team. So what a run. Give us an insight from the 28th camp.
Well, tonight I came in and I didn't get any practice in. I was watching my college basketball team play, and I didn't get any practice in, so I wanted to start in the back. So I started in the back, and I just laid back and watched all the carnage in front of me, saving the truck the best I could. I come off of one of the wrecks, and I had come to a complete stop and still got hit in the rear. It was like, oh me. Everybody was struggling tonight, I think, with this truck at the track, but I know that broadcast had to be tough to do with all the cautions. I think the guys, they were struggling. Some of the newer guys and the older guys. It's just you got to learn how to race around each other, and we'll get better at it as the season goes on and race with some of the new guys. I'm glad new guys came in. We just got to learn how to race around each other and in each other's style a little bit. But no, it was a great race for me. It turned out great. Those cautions fell when we needed them late. Came in, got tires, and car was fast there at the end. Once you got in the front, clean air really paid a big dividends being out front. Surprisingly, I didn't expect to be that much faster once I got out front. But once I got out front, I was able to walk away a little bit from the guys that was behind me. But man, shout out to Larry Bell. He went through so much crap earlier in the race. He'd been in a couple of wrecks, had a damaged truck, and he fought back for second there. And it's always comforting to know you got a teammate on your rear on those last couple laps. And congratulations to Larry Bell. He usually catches a lot of crap during races. It's never his fault most of the time, and so it's nice to see he got a really good run tonight. And so congratulations to him.
Man,
Absolutely.
And what a run for you guys both. I mean, how on that restart there, where you guys were working together to try to keep you guys lined up there, and but how critical were those restarts tonight? Being the fact that just getting the whole launch and getting that whole group up and going, critical, right?
Yeah, it was very critical. And having Larry on the outside, he was in Discord with me, so I was able to give him a countdown to help him hopefully, be able to duck in behind me just to protect my rear, but also to give him a good finish too. So, that's always, beneficial when you've got a teammate starting either beside you or behind you, and it's that's just a huge bonus when you got a teammate close by and knows it's going to take care of it and got your interest at heart. And I know Larry. I know Larry well enough to know he's never going to wreck me on purpose. We might accidentally get together and wreck each other one day, but we race well around each other. And I knew he wasn't going to wreck me on purpose. But if he had have and he'd won the race, I'd have been okay with that too. Because Larry Bell, he's a great guy, and I'm happy that he got him a good run tonight.
Now, I got a question for you, since you speak on that point. I know that y'all were teammates and all, and y'all have got nothing but love for each other. But the real question is, even though it's a teammate behind you, do you treat it as just like anybody else behind you when it comes to the win, comes close into the race and using the bumper and all?
Right, and that's out of respect for Larry. He would not want me to not race him as hard as I could. And you know, if the bumper's always open, especially for Larry Bell, if he's behind me and he's faster than me and he can get that bumper to me, yes, it's definitely open. Put it to me, push me out of the groove, and come by me. But you know, I know Larry too, and I know that he probably wouldn't do that to me, but I would be totally okay if he did.
Absolutely.
Man, well, honestly, what a phenomenal run for you tonight. Super stoked out there. And actually, there wasn't really a lot of contact. Dylan and I were discussing it earlier. A lot of it was just some self spins and
a lot of it.
You know, bringing in and hot. You know, I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
So it's and of course there's some new working with the new drivers out there, like you said. But man, you did a phenomenal job on your program tonight and placed it where you needed to be, which is P1, baby. Good job, dude.
Right.
Good job.
Good
Good
job.
job.
It's been a little while, so it was nice to get in victory lane again. It's been
well
been a while. Had a little dry streak here. Hadn't been able to be on the sim as much as I want. And when I'm not on here a lot, I really get rusty. So it was nice to get that win tonight.
Hey, no longer. That man's a winner. Let's go, Zimmy.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Fire's back in that camp right now. I got some wind in the sails.
Right.
Dude. Great job. Great job.
Appreciate it.
Of course, some shout outs there before we let you get out of here. Get a hold of those second, third place out.
Gotta always give a shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all up in the booth, Chris, and I appreciate Dylan. You taking off the track. You could have been out here running with us, but you decided to get up in the booth, help Chris out there on the broadcast. And I was watching it last week. Y'all doing a great job, and I appreciate the sacrifice you're making, Dylan, being up there in the booth. And you too, Chris. You could be down here running with us. You run with us a good bit. I know that you'd be out here running fender to fender with us also, but you sacrifice to do good broadcasts, and I think y'all are doing a great job. So thank y'all for what y'all do. Shout out to Tanner Marr and the guys at 5 Kings, everybody that we run with in 5 Kings, and just the league that Tom's putting on for us. Give a shout out to Tom, and I always like to give a shout out to Kyle Wellman's Tripods in the Wild. He's really getting that off the ground. He had a hiccup there with YouTube, lost a lot of viewers there with YouTube. Did something with his channel, and so Tripods in the Wild, y'all check that out. He does some pretty cool videos there. So, but thank y'all guys for all you do. Looking forward to running with y'all tomorrow night.
Absolutely, buddy. It's a pleasure, man.
My pleasure.
Great win tonight, buddy.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations. Yes, we'll see you tomorrow night. Strong win. Strong win by that man.
Absolutely.
But
well,
so that was spoken like a straight up true, not just a veteran, but a legend right there. And
absolutely.
Of Brian Zimmerman. He has been around this program since we started, more or less, way back when. And these drivers do. They go through dry spells, and it's so great to see them kind of knock that off and be able to get themselves back up to where they definitely deserve to be. They've worked really hard to be here. And man, Brian Zimmerman is definitely one of them. Speaking of the other one, Mr. Larry Bell. Let's see if we get him in here.
There he is, Mr. Belsky.
Right. Mr. Larry Bell got Chris Paul-Hamus and Dylan Banks in the booth. Guys, copy?
You betcha. How's it going, boy?
All right, dude. Congratulations. What a run for your guys' team, man. Seriously, to be where you were at the end. Was that, were you guys trying to plan that for your strategies, or did that just kind of miraculously happen?
Yeah, that was more of a miraculous, sort of just fell in my lap. I got caught up in some stuff early on and ran the middle third of the race with a damaged truck. Just, every caution getting some repairs done and just trying to save that fast repair. And I used it with, 60 or 70 to go, and then just managed somehow to find my way to the front.
Congratulations to you, dude. And what a dogfight it was out there. Lots of cautions, lots of carnage. And hats off to you to really, I guess what I was trying to describe to some of the fans and everyone out there on track as well, is about that fast repair that you have in, and you have to utilize that in your strategy. And look at you were very motivated and determined to save that to the end of the race and fix your truck, which took a lot of discipline. So, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really cool. But, how'd your truck and how'd everything feel in general out there tonight?
Generally, it was pretty good. My truck, I found it loose getting in. And a little, it was snug getting off, but not too bad for me. But I was fighting loose in all night.
Looks like a lot of guys were.
Banks might have some questions about that loose end. Banks?
Yeah, it was definitely loose in. I could tell. I mean, it was a lot of people self-spinning. You think it was just like the braking, or do you feel like it was just guys overstepping their boundaries and pushing a little bit harder, getting on the entry?
Honestly, I think it was a little bit of both. I mean, I tried to go down on my brake bias in practice, and I just couldn't do it. It would just go around on me every entry. So I actually had to go the other way with it a little bit.
Had to go up. It's great when you got to go up.
Yeah.
Wow, that is actually peculiar. It is a little different when you go up on your brake class as opposed to down. So get some more racer stuff out there. We'll have to go further elaborate in on that. We need a cutaway car or truck.
There you go.
little truck or car. Well,
right.
Yeah.
Both.
Cool, yeah.
Actually, we describe for those viewers out there who don't understand what we're talking about. But man, what a run for you tonight, though. Seriously, we see you again fighting them off, and what was the secret of making it through traffic? Was that luck as well? Was there a strategy?
Yeah, I just tried to take it easy. If guys were pushing real hard, I'd just let them go, and like I said, I was just trying to survive to the end.
What it's about? It's attrition.
And it played perfectly into your hands. We've seen, a few other trucks that were super fast out there tonight, and they, just couldn't keep it in the front, is what it was.
Yeah.
And, and then they got stuck in the back through traffic, and then of course trying to make their way forward again, was involved in more contact. But man, you did it right. Put it in second position, right there on the bumper. Did you have any thoughts of taking that win away from him, or we're good?
No, I don't think I had anything for him at the end there. I was just, like I said, I was just trying to survive and not make any mistakes more than anything else.
Well, you did fantastic, and what a show you put on out there. Great job from Mr. Larry Bell in that 43. Hats off to you one more time tonight, man. And you get another driver, another legend, and of course veteran that deserves to be up here in the front, and especially in the booth. So congratulations to you on that second place finish, bud. And of course, shout outs, please.
Thank you guys for putting on a great broadcast. Really want to thank Tom, because I know he puts a ton of work in trying to give us a great place to race. And I, for one, totally appreciate that. And then the cliche, I want to thank my wife, because she never complains when I come and jump on here for the whole night and make it till 8:30 before we have dinner.
Wow, that's no cliche, buddy. That is giving respect and props for props is due.
You got a lot of love from your teammate up in the booth a minute ago, Zimmerman. All he did was talk good about you, bro. I promise you. He loves you, man. He's very proud of you.
You can't meet a nicer guy than Zimmy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The two best guys, I think, in front, well, some of the best guys in front row, 1 and 2 tonight. So congratulations to you. Well,
thanks, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Again. Absolutely. All right, everyone. That was Mr. Larry Bell, your second place finisher. What a run by that man. Dude, he did phenomenal work. So super stoked for both the Five Kings team and of course Fire On Motorsports trucks. Great work done. Now let's go and get over to our last and of course, but very not least of our race finishers, Justin Gain. Mr. Justin Gain, you got Chris Paulimus and Dylan Banks.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
No worries.
There we go.
There we go. Justin. My man.
Hey.
My man. You got
up?
Chris and you got Dylan in the booth. You got a good copy?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
All right. What a run out there tonight, man. You had a good, fast hot rod. And, I mean, doing everything to keep it up there in the front, stay out of trouble, minimize trouble. Man, give us a run from inside that seat, buddy, because we're very curious.
I feel like I had a little bit of everything, I don't know if I felt like I had the speed or anything like that, but I definitely had luck on my side at the end there, and I think I got some pretty good stage points. So I mean, at the end of the day, I was probably one of the luckiest guys out there to even make it to third. I was a little bit of everywhere on this track tonight.
I mean, and again, you're fighting for some serious points out there in this championship right now. So, how critical was it for you to make those stage points happen and at least be here for the end of it?
Yeah, I seen a lot of those top guys pit on the second stage, and I knew I didn't have a chance for the win, so I wanted to stay out there for the stage points.
Nice.
And then brought myself back to the back a little bit at the start or at the start of the final stage there. I think I drove through the 77. Apologize for that, but I mean, it's just tough, man. It's a flat track. It's short. Everybody's trying to get everything they can, and breaking points are off. It's just that's the kind of racing you see here.
Yeah, some hard racing, and again, patience. It's thin, right? Just same with the banking, So, but again, you guys did phenomenal out there. I mean, really, do see that 30 marching up, sticking it through there, but bringing it home at the end, man. What an awesome job. I mean, again, just trying to. And the other thing I was worried about too is there's a lot of drivers that were dropping like flies out there due to incident counts. How was yours at the end? How close were you?
Yeah, I think I was sitting at a 12x for a while there. So
okay.
I had a 4x at first, and then just a couple guys get collected, and you get bumped, and I mean, it adds up quick for sure. So,
yeah, and that's.
But I was safe there at the end. I think that's actually how I got one spot. I can't remember who it was, but he when him and the one got into each other, it looks like he disappeared.
Oh.
On the last
at
lap.
the end?
Yeah, that was right at the end. I passed Steven, and then Steven and whoever was in front of him, when they got into each other, the guy in front of him disappeared. So,
shoot.
All right. I'll take third place.
Yeah, we seen a few trucks vanish tonight, like they were in the end game. So,
Yeah.
it was. But what a fight, though. What a great job for you. Banks, you got something for Justin?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, how was it being? I don't know if you ever got a chance to really have clean air, but how was it between managing tires and track position? Like, what do you think was more key?
I like to. I'm one of those guys that definitely likes to manage their tires, but here it's more of take your track position. I know towards the end there, everybody pit. I think it was like 50 to go, something like that. And I decided to stay out because typically, there's enough guys that'll stay out, and those guys with the fresh tires have a hard time working through the field, especially with all the cautions. But unfortunately, they were right up on top of me as soon as we went green, so that strategy didn't work out. So I ended up pitting. I think we had a quick caution. I went ahead and pit and took tires, but tires really ain't much here, honestly. It's really track position, I think.
Absolutely, I agree with you, man.
Yeah, we seen that kind of rear its ugly head up at the end, which was some guys who took those tires, got stuck in traffic, and really just had a hard time getting back through it.
Yeah, you could really get away with taking two here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you on your run tonight, man. I mean, seriously, that was a hard-fought battle, and to bring that thing on with stage points and a podium place finish, you got the job done tonight for sure.
Absolutely. Got any shout-outs?
Yeah, give shout-outs Splash and Go Graphics, Grayson J Photography, Third Wave Motorsports, and everybody on the at the league, and for you guys for putting on the broadcast for us.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate that.
Absolutely, buddy.
For sure.
We do it for y'all, man. Do it for y'all.
That is a lot of fun, especially when you guys are out there putting on a good show. But,
yeah.
Man, hey, well, we got another one tomorrow night, so man, we'll go let you get on out of here, and man, but hopefully see you next week for another strong finish.
All right, appreciate it, fellas.
You got it, buddy. Pleasure.
Have a good night, buddy.
All right, and that was Justin Jane in the 30 truck and his third place finish. So congratulations to him. But all of this goes to Brian Zimmerman tonight, man. So hats off to him, and of course Larry Bell, both those guys. I mean, just what a phenomenal run for the both of them, right, my man?
Absolutely. Anytime you come out of here unscathed and with a podium finish, it's a good day, man.
Damn right. Damn
It's a
right.
good day. It really is. There's so much chaos here. It's crazy.
Yeah, buddy. Well, anyways, yeah, it is. I mean, we got more chaos tomorrow. I was asking you about it earlier, before we let them all out of here, because I'm curious about that. But you're stepped out for a minute. But does this raise concern, or does it give you an idea of what to do for tomorrow night's race?
Hard to say because they're completely different cars or truck car. They're completely different. They handle completely different. But you could definitely use this kind of help you tomorrow, especially like with a lot of these guys run Cup as well. You can kind of see their tendencies and what they do. Is they're braking late or they braking early? It's just a lot of things you can take away from this to kind of help you tomorrow and see and kind of get prepared for everything tomorrow. So yeah, this does help a little bit to get ready for tomorrow, but it is a completely different car and all. So it's definitely going to be a little different tomorrow too.
I learned a lesson though. I think track position is that is gonna remain dire of dire importance in tomorrow's race as well. Man.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of that, yeah. So Ben, we are folks. We are gonna be throwing our race tomorrow night about the same time on the same race channel. So make sure you tune in for that one. Really do appreciate all the support out there. One more shout out to our sponsors: Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink. We got Raptor Race Graphics, and of course Starlink. Super stoked for having everybody on board, keeping these lights on, keeping this thing spinning for the 2025 season. And of course, Dylan Banks in that 48, and of course stepping in to co-cast for the trucks this year. So super stoked. Thank you, my man, for stepping in, and man, super stoked to hang out with you. Always a pleasure to have you on board, especially since you're good on the camera. You're good talking with everybody. You're intricate with the racing. You know what's going on out there. So it's been a lot of fun to have you on board. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I didn't feel like I was up in here much tonight with all the stuff that was going on the track. It was chaos, but yeah, I definitely always have a blast with you up here, man. You're phenomenal and you do a great job, and I wouldn't want to be up here with anybody else, man.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. And again, yeah, that's how it gets. It gets chaotic in here, and sometimes you just got to keep your head down so you don't get blown off. You're like, whoa, missed that one. But man, what an exciting race. Hope for an even better one tomorrow night. Really am. Fingers crossed there on that one. But before you get out of here, hit that like and subscribe. We really appreciate all the support. Like I said, just keeps the bearings greased in this thing and keeps everything going. Gives us our drive, right? We keep seeing more and more people liking what we're doing. That means we might be doing it right. Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyways, thank you everyone, and we will see you tomorrow night. Later.